down and there was no vegetation left on either side. So she said, now I understand. Now I know that it's worth walking a whole extra hour in the morning to get to a place where I can cultivate the land without causing this terrible destruction of the environment.
Takale gives me hope. The way it gives me hope is it is changing lives. And it is also empowering the local voices. You find there are people, they call themselves like forest guardians, friends of forest. There are people who are becoming, tree planting groups.
More than 80% of biodiversity are in the hands of indigenous people and local communities across the world. In Africa, on average, more than 65% land tenure is in the hands of local communities. So if we want to achieve conservation impact and address the climate change, we have to work with local communities and not only engage them, but empowers them to own and drive decision-making in their landscapes.
Well, the Kari approach began when I flew over the Gombe area. I flew over an area which in 1960 was part of the equatorial forest belt that stretched right across equatorial Africa to the west coast. By the late 80s, I flew over in a small plane and I looked down and I saw a tiny island of forest. Gombe National Park is very small, surrounded by bare hills. As you know, I spent many, many years studying chimpanzees. When I began, there was probably between 1 and 2, and I'd say closer to 2 million. And today, 100,000 to 300 and a bit thousand is all that's left. Many of them are in fragmented environments, isolated genetically, and have little chance of survival. So they are highly endangered. And if we don't take action, then they will become extinct.
The NASA satellite data helped us understand what does it mean to be a chimp. It helped us understand where to protect them. NASA supports, launches, and maintains and manages constellation of different satellites, and some of them going all the way back to 1972. By providing this data to the conservation community, it helps us continuously monitor the chimpanzee habitats. The chimpanzee habitat suitability model, developed with support from NASA and University of Maryland, includes more